Thank you very much, Nompu. You are coming to us from Gqeberha. Indeed, for children living with autism, it's yet another, bleak year for some parents, as today we know that is the opening of schools across the country. And in this particular area we're in Motherwell, it's one of the matters that were raised by the non-profit organization Autism Matters, that the access to schools and the proper, resources to equip kids and to professionally get training, is still a major challenge. In this particular homestead we are in, we've got a 9-year-old child who's been at home for the past 6 years. And we know that in the Eastern Cape, the waiting list for kids to be admitted to schools, for special needs is also another worrying factor. One parent that joins me now is Nolusindiso. Nolusindiso, thank you very much for your time, ma'am. We understand today is the opening of schools. Your daughter is still here. It's yet another year. How does that make you feel?
All I can say is it's given me a very difficult time because there's nothing I can do. Always sitting at home with my child. We don't have a school. My daughter placed a request in 2019, but even today they didn't call me. Only one thing they told me that she must be out of nappy. No, it's really traumatizing me to staying at home with my child.
We do also understand that, when we arrived here, we saw a grandmother and we saw you. And obviously, you need to provide for the child, which means that you need to go and work. But now you are here at home. Just tell us about the expenses that this, carries for you in terms of, buying the necessities of the child and, even transporting the child for your day-to-day needs.
I struggle a lot. I took my baby to Autism, Eastern Cape Autism Matter, Eastern Cape Autism. It's in Woma. This is a private school, but it was difficult because I have to. Lwando, have to have money for transport. There is no transport. You have to pay 3.2 for school fees. Other thing, I must go with my child to Woma and stay there up until 12:30. When I'm losing my job, I came back and take my baby at home. After that, I'm looking for school. I take my baby to Autism True Care in NGO schools. But the principal decided I must take my Kayone to another school at Petersdorp. I took Kayone to Petersdorp school. What happened there? They charge us for school fees, transport. It was difficult because first thing, the transport was 800. After some months, transport go up into 1.1. And then the school other things, we paid for potty training 600 rand. So it's difficult for us to do that because we don't have money. We are not working. We are trying to have work, but we don't have a chance to go there and looking for a job. We have to stay home with my child, and then that money for government giving us is too small for us. Serious, like 1.890 with this cost. No, government must do something because it's very difficult. My daughter used in nappy, not any nappy, Molike nappy. When you go to Mr. Ilan clicks, you can see that nappy is 279 rand, which means 14 pieces. It can't last even a week. So it needs a lot of money to train it. So we ask the government to do something for us with our child because no, it's too much for us. We are parents. We don't have any assistance out there. We're pleading government to do something.
Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. Nompu, that was one of the parents. We've been focusing on the story for quite some time, especially across the Nelson Mandela Bay. Last week, we do understand that the provincial government, the Department of Basic Education in the province, held a press briefing, on its readiness for this academic year. And, MEC Fundile Gade has alluded that they are doing everything in their power, to assist, special needs, to make funds available, and, to to have inclusive education within the province, to ensure that the schools that they build are also inclusive of children also living with autism. But from us here in Gqeberha, it's back to you in studio.